That changes things.
That does. Sorry, I'm switching my vote. John Brzenk is known for having a massive head. No,
He's even doing reverse head curls.
Alexi is working on those head gains. I'm a little bit worried for John.
I think, look, it's over. What's up, guys? We've got a massive podcast for you today. It's all about the GOAT and the boat. We're talking John Brzenk, Alexey Voevoda. They're throwing down at East vs West. It's a big one. Incredibly enjoyable podcast. Let's get it going. What's been going on, man?
Yeah, not too much. Had a bit of fun over Easter.
Fun over Easter. I see you got... Let's just address it early. What the hell is that?
Just thought it fits my complexion. You know?
And I noticed it midway through the sets at the gym. What is the story?
It took him like 45 minutes to notice, and we're all picking up stuff with our hands. I thought he'd get it quicker. Just came back from a church camp, and a number of people there are basically my little sisters, so it happens. It happens.
We'll forgive you. Unless it stays on for another week or two, then we'll start asking questions. We'll start asking questions, yeah. Hey, did you see John Brzenk and Alexey Voevoda confirmed?
Yeah, I did see John Brzenk.
Is that the king of the table? I haven't looked. I've just seen it floating.
I just saw the titles.
You saw the titles?
Just saw the titles of the videos. I haven't clicked on them yet.
Oh yeah. Gut feel, instant thoughts, gut feels.
Well, that's so cool. That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
If we think about, let's say, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that's what the arm wrestling world was going. What if John came back? What if Alexi came back?
I don't think many people thought Alexi would come back. Hey, like he was long gone.
Yeah.
And now that he is, what on earth shape is he going to bring? Because he was a stud. Let's be honest. He was he was a flash in the pan in a lot of senses. Didn't stick around long for the sport because he was so dominant. He's been bobsledding. He's been politicking.
He's been doing everything.
Has he trained? Have you seen him on the table?
I've seen him in the gym. I've seen videos of him in the gym. And as always, if you've ever been as strong as he was, you're never going to be weak. You're really never going to be weak.
He's famous for, what is it, the presses, pushing the leg press machine in pulling John?
Yeah, with full stacks plus people.
Yeah, and doing the old... It's a bit of an arm wrestling hack, isn't it? I mean, it looks impressive. He had 5 guys pulling a rope or something, and he's saying, "Come on, harder!" And to the untrained eye, that looks like how. To the arm wrestler, like, it's not that hard to do that. I could do that too. Yeah. Anyway, John's comeback has been pretty monumental. You gotta say that everything he's done has been huge. Alexi coming out of the woodworks, do you think is that because he's been seeing all of John and Dennis return and the money in the sport again, or what do you reckon's brought him out?
I don't know. We saw a hint of him returning, didn't we, with Tim Breston? And,
that didn't go well.
That didn't go well. And I think that kind of stopped the momentum, and Alexi's like, maybe I'll have another shot. Maybe that's what it is. He was interested, had a bit of a bad comeback, and he's like, no, this one should be good.
John is better than Tim Breston.
Oh yeah,
so he's doing what I do. He loses, then steps up. But the thing is, he's been at the very, very, very top. A lot of people I know have had debates about who is the greatest of all time, and they're a small camp of people now that we've got monsters like Devon. But there is still a very passionate camp that says Alexey Voevoda was number one, as in the best, the highest peak.
The highest peak ever in the sport. No, there's still a good number of people who hold him as that. I don't personally hold him as the highest peak in the sport.
Oh, he beat what? He beat John Nemiroff. I don't know the years. 2004 or something like that.
Yeah, we all know pulling John and flattened Travis and John. Context to that, of course. But yeah, no, his peak was incredibly high, and he was absolutely number one in the world at his peak.
Yeah, he didn't even that day he beat John in that Pulling John film at the Nemiroff. There, he didn't even break a sweat.
No.
But the context, as you say, is pretty important. John, I think, was only 90 kilo John then, or 94 kilo John or something. He wasn't big John. Alexi was a super heavyweight. I think probably 115, 120 or something like that.
And
it was in the overalls after having pulled. John had pulled Taras and all that sort of stuff, which was a tough match. So
John was pushed to his absolute limit against Taras just before, and leading up to that match, the amount of pain that John was going through. He wasn't fully committed to the sport at that point. He was having questions as to when he was going to get out of it. And if I remember correctly, 15 minutes training every couple of weeks or something.
Yeah, it's absurd.
It was
I'm going to Google how old Alexey
ridiculous.
Voevoda is. How old is... Because I think he's pretty young still, like in the scheme of Voevoda, in the scheme of arm wrestlers anyway. Yeah, he's only 42. Only 42.
Yeah.
So he's young still. He okay, given his age, he could. There's no reason why he couldn't return to the top. He's got time, properly. If he went all in on the sport again, like he once did, there's no reason why Alexi couldn't return to the overall number one.
Overall number one.
Yeah. Like clearly we don't even know what shape he's in, and I'm not making predictions, but I'm saying he has that. We know he has that potential in him.
Yeah, and I think almost no matter what shape he's in right now, within a couple of years he could break into top 5.
Yeah.
That's not pushing it. That's like
We
comfortable.
We needed Alexi v Travis next.
Yes.
Yes. That needs it to happen. That's Travis's return against Alexi. I know that Alexi's warming up with John, which is like we said, it's a crazy warm up, but
it's not a
but if he gets belted by John, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Go and train for another 6 months and then come back again. But if he beats John, Travis, Voevoda, kick of the table or something like that, it's on. It's got to be.
Oh,
it's got to be.
Get enough of a prize pool to get Travis invested.
Hey, man. You pay me $100,000, I'm there. That's Travis.
Absolutely.
Alexey Voevoda, Travis, not problem for me. Something like that. I don't know. I don't actually know.
Well, Travis is one of those other guys, isn't he? That give him a couple of years of proper focus, and he's focused on his son right now. We know that. But if he ever gets reinvested in the sport, he's right back up there.
I need to Google how old Travis Bajan is now too. He's not old either. How old is?
No, he's not.
Travis Bajan. Okay, born 10th March. Okay, so just happy birthday just for the last month, Travis. 1976. So so he's 47. 47 this year. Yeah, he's 47. Just turned 47. Okay, so a little bit older, but still.
He's got time.
He's got
time.
And anyone, because arm wrestling is a different sport, isn't it? John's proven it. Any number of people that have pulled at that older age have proved it. That you don't necessarily lose it, and if you once had that in you, like people like Alexi and Travis clearly did, you can reawaken it and pretty much return to where you were. So
pretty quickly.
Could you imagine the crazy scenario of, let's say, 3 years from now, number 1 and number 2 ranked in the world, Alexey Voevoda and Travis Bajan? Honestly, that'd be so cool.
Oh, look, even if both those guys are in the top 5, that'd be awesome. I reckon they can both do it.
So back to Alexi with John. John has kind of changed his shape. He's very posting initiation, defensive, and then he turns his cup on after he slowed the match down. We haven't seen him aggressively come forward with anyone. Would he do anything different against Alexi? Or would we see that same shape? Because I suspect Alexi's a bit taller than John. Probably 6'2". Now I need to Google again. What shape would do you see anything different?
I think a lot of what changes after the first round. People feel out the first round. They go what they're comfortable with most of the time.
Yeah, look, Alexi's a big dude. Metre 95.
Metre 95.
That's your height?
Oh, that's taller than me.
That's taller than you.
That's taller than me.
Okay, so Alexi's a big dude, and John's the same as me. So John's 6'1.5". So
hey, maybe John does hook then.
Yeah, John might have to. I don't know. He's not gonna. It's going to be hard to outpost a tall man like that.
Tall man. If you're trying to post that, it's asking to be flash pinned half the time.
Okay, so your gut feel, like it's cool. It's easy to get excited about Alexi's return. Your gut feel on whether he'll actually pull it off or will he do another Tim Bresnan?
Look, I don't think it'll be another Tim Bresnan. Tim never pinned Alexi. I reckon John will pin Alexi. That's
if you're Alexi's manager, like Alexi, if you're watching, please don't take any offense.
We love you.
We love you. We think you're awesome, and you're probably in killer shape. But
John's been active.
John's been active, and we have no idea where Alexi's at. If you're his manager, is this a good match?
Always good.
Always pulling John's a good match. It is hard. Yeah. No matter what happens with John, a legacy match is good. From the stylistically, it's good for Alexi too. I mean, if he's just, I don't know, if he's 80% of what he used to be, he should be okay and at least get in the match and look good. If he gets just turned in and against his will and then...
But even you're not going to get a horrible response even if he does get completely controlled by John, because people are going to love seeing it. No matter what, the audience is going to love seeing it, and I don't think anyone's going to be disappointed seeing Alexi, no matter in what form he shows up.
That's the big thing. We got to hope that if he does lose and loses badly, that it doesn't matter to him, because he lost to Bresnan, but then we lost him again. But if he loses to John, maybe he won't feel so bad, and he'll be like, "No, this is cool. I'm back. I'm staying no matter what."
I still want to see him v Travis, even if he
no matter what.
No matter what. I want that to be the next match. Make it happen. Alexi v Travis. It could happen now.
Yeah, it can. It can.
If you'd asked me like a couple of years ago, do you think Alexi v Travis could happen? I was like, nah.
Isn't it amazing that this sport gives us these gifts over and over again? Like so many other sports, your fans would be sitting there talking over a beer or whatever about what if this person faced this person and all these theories and arguments. We actually get it in arm wrestling. They come back and they actually still are good. So
2015, John's like, I'm out. And then last year, John is the most active arm wrestler on the big stage by none.
Yeah,
like I think Raven's Life's had more super matches.
But I don't think John has missed. I don't think John has missed an East vs West. I think he's been at every one.
He's had like a super match a month.
And then so if there's been 7 East vs West or something like that. He's been at King of the Table twice, and he's pulled a few Monster Factories. I think he's pulled a couple of tournaments as well. Like in the last 12 months, he's probably legitimately pulled 15 times or something like that. Like that's John, isn't it? Yeah. Well, so if you had to give a prediction for that one, who's taking it?
Oh, John. I think a pretty dominant performance by John is my gut instinct, simply because John's been very active and Alexi hasn't. We saw John knock the rust off. He has definitely come in better and better each time he's competed. And I think it would be similar for Alexi that the first couple would be a little bit shaky and he'd find his groove. Coming in against John, first match back, that's rough. That's a rough day.
I'm gonna go Alexi.
You're gonna go Alexi?
I'm gonna go with
the Hulk.
I feel like he has age on his side, so his ceiling is, I think, closer to what his genuine peak was. Still, I don't know if he's actually brought it back. I'm gonna try to look something up. Let's have a look. Alexey Voevoda. I heard he's got I think he's got a new channel. Okay, here we go. Alexi's got a new channel.
Yeah,
he's got a new channel. I'm subscribing right now. There it is. Alexey Voevoda is back. He's got a new channel. Link is in the description. But let's see what he's actually doing. Is there any table time on here for us to see, or is he just 2 weeks ago? Yeah, he's pretty active too. Look at that. He's in 3 weeks. He's posted, I don't know, 15 videos or something like that. All right, let's have a look at a bit of his training. Let's skip forward.
He's training his neck.
He's got
key to arm.
There we go. Well, Devon says get a bigger head.
Yeah, and Alexi saw not just the head. You got to support your head with.
He's gone full medieval, and he's training his neck. Well,
Well,
that changes things.
That does. Sorry, I'm switching my vote. John Brzenk is known for having a massive head. Anyone I've talked to who've met is like, no.
He's even doing reverse head curls.
But Alexi is working on those head gains, and I'm a little bit worried for John.
I think, look, it's over. It's over with this sort of preparation. Let's see. Thank you, Alexi. That's gold. I want to see if he's doing anything else. Hang on. I'm sure there's more.
I'm sure
All
I
right,
wasn't
hang
the
on.
only exercise in that video either. We just happened to click
Let's
on
have a look at what else he's doing. Okay, so he's in an arm wrestling position now. So that's one thing about Alexi. He was a fast dude for his size.
Oh, very.
He was explosive.
You saw him in that never off, just not
Yeah,
not even move his body, and
and I think that's what he's demonstrating here. He's talking about acceleration. Yeah, look at that. There it is. Boom. Just as you said.
yeah.
Oh, boom, John, look out. But John's hand.
Yeah, if he tries that with John and doesn't completely take John off guard,
Yeah.
then I think his wrist just
as they always say, one of the easiest ways to make someone not be so fast anymore is to threaten their hand. Have a strong hand. Doesn't matter how quick you are. If my hand's stronger, go for it.
bounce off.
But Alexi, can see him. He's a tall man. Assuming his back pressure is sufficient and his wrist rise is still good, his main attack, he just loves to instantly cup. And that against John, it looks promising for Voevoda. I think if he can pull that off and John loses his ability to post and gets put there, and John's then having to hook no matter, it means that Alexi's in the high hook position from pretty much the get-go.
Well, has historically made John very uncomfortable. And when we've replicated on the table, we've felt why, is people are able to beat John on wrist rise. So
Yes.
if Alexi can beat John on wrist rise, I should do it this way for the camera, but if he can do that, then yeah, John's in a lot of trouble. But carving down on John's pronation, that's a tall order for anybody.
Okay.
I'd want to see that top roll hit. Sure, just high knuckle, destabilize John, and
Well, for me, it's one-way traffic. Clearly, Alexey Voevoda wins after those reverse neck curls.
those reverse net curls. Over John's naturally big noggin. I never thought I'd say that phrase.
Anyway, I don't know when it's happening. I haven't looked at the details. Is it? I'm assuming it's King of the Table, or is it East vs West?
I'd assume king of the table. But
I'm gonna guess
we'll
king.
have to check that. We'll have to check.
I don't want to get it wrong here. Let me see if I can somehow work that out. Okay. I think it might be East vs West. John
East vs West.
Brzenk ready for Alexey Voevoda, and it's on the East vs West channel. Jake Wardle.
Another legend is coming back to the table. In the worst kept secret has now been confirmed on the Yankton Tuesday podcast, and at East versus West.
Yeah, there you go.
East vs West 8. John v Alexi. That's a big one, isn't it? That's juicy.
We were wondering who John was going to go for next as well in terms of his matches.
Yeah, he's just ticking off all the legacy matches.
All of them.
Yeah. Saplenkov. Oh, he's done
they've all been
Devon. He's
fire.
done Saplenkov. He's lost and he's lost.
So he has to win.
John
this
has to win a
one. He has
legacy
to win
match.
this
He
one.
has to
Come
win a
on,
legacy
come on,
match.
Come on.
I think, yeah.
John can
Yeah.
see now you're rooting
Now,
for John,
yeah.
and John's going to win. Actually, no. Vote for Alexi because then John's pretty much guaranteed to win.
Well, yeah,
Vote for Alexi.
I don't have the best record for predicting matches.
Yours is pretty good compared to most other YouTubers, actually.
Yeah, it's true, but no one cares. No one cares about the right ones.
No one cares about the stats. They just
Either way, I don't care. It's going to be an amazing match. It's a very cool thing for the sport to have Alexi and John.
Oh yeah.
With the future prospects of mouth-watering prospects of Alexi and Travis going
Genuinely
again.
mouth-watering, right?
Yeah. You know Travis would be seeing this and be like, line me up. Like let me have a go.
Have a shot.
Yeah.
Redemption time.
Redemption time.
Do either of them go for Devon?
Eventually, like I said, well, that's the thing. If we go back to some deeper theory on this, Alexi and Travis both have the potential to go back to the top. They do.
Yeah.
And that means going for Devon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Ask Travis if he can beat Devon. He'll laugh at you and say, "Of course I could beat Devon. Give me 2 months." So that's Travis's opinion, I'm sure. But there's truth in that. It might be 4 months or 6 months. But if Travis is prepped and motivated, yeah, he could come for Devon. Because he's one of those guys that's tall enough, and so is Alexi, that he can actually derail Devon from Devon's best weapon at the moment, which is pronation after having secured high ground. Both Travis and Voevoda would just say, I'm taking the high ground off you. And if the high ground fell off Devon, he won't.
That's a much harder match for Devon.
Yeah.
Much harder.
Devon's having to grip low and then shoot in and try and force hooks and stuff.
Or go back to that super ugly where your wrist rises.
Look at those nails again. They just,
Yeah, no,
they just
they're just
flashed
so-
up on my
so
peripheral
pretty,
vision. Just
yeah.
saw him on the screen. Oh. Alexi, welcome back to the sport. Hope you do well. Make those neck gains, brother.